to the Reanda UK podcast. Through this podcast, we hope to explore how businesses in the UK can take advantage of all that China has to offer and what opportunities Chinese business leaders can explore in the UK. China is growing rapidly, and from our own experience, we can see that the UK and China has a keen interest in what each other's nations can offer. In this first episode, I will speak with Robert Bean about Reanda UK, which is a subsidiary of top 100 London accountancy firm Grunberg Co, and how it's made its own inroads into China and what's been achieved so far. Robert, thanks for taking the time to explore how businesses can take full advantage of the relationship between UK and China. So what drove you to become interested in China, and in particular the multinational network Reanda International?
In about 2014, as a business, we decided that we needed to compete globally and have some international presence. So we did some research and found a few networks in the market. And one thing that stood out was a new network called Reanda International, which started in China, didn't have a presence in the UK. And one of the things that interested us was becoming a sole exclusive member in the UK. So in 2016, the day before Brexit, which was one of the drivers for doing this as well, we signed and became members of the Reanda International Network. One of the advantages we felt was it started in China and they were coming west. We were one of the first businesses in Europe to join, and they had quite big, ambitious objectives to grow globally, and that was attractive to us. Another thing was we had Chinese speaking staff, so everything sort of fell in place quite nicely.
So what were your initial impressions of the Chinese marketplace?
Obviously culturally, China is totally different to the Western world. We found out pretty quickly you have to do it the Chinese way to be able to do business. One of the ways they do things is communicate not by email but by something called WeChat and business, or they do all their business on this platform. So we quickly cottoned onto that, and we've joined WeChat, and we're regularly in contact not just with China but the rest of the world, the rest of the members on that forum. But Chinese trust their own, so we had to be able to gain the trust using our existing staff who spoke Mandarin and ourselves, and have coffees and drinks and just meet up with lots of the Chinese community in the UK to be able to gain trust, and that's helped us win some business.
So after discovering those initial impressions and overcoming them, there must have been other challenges. So what other challenges have you had to overcome as part of that?
Probably the biggest challenge is China is the other side of the world, and to be able to get our foot in the door of Chinese businesses in the UK, however hard we tried here, it was always going to be with the help of someone senior from Reanda International Network. And they've been pretty good in helping us, but again, they can't come to the UK every day of the week. So it's just having that opportunity of getting them over here and opening the doors for us, which they have done. And we've been able to host a forum for 50 Chinese businesses in the UK in our new offices in Colindale, and which helped us get some business as well.
And I've noticed that you're promoting a China desk. How's that working?
So a China desk is, we have a Mandarin speaking individual. In this case, the person is a chartered accountant who sits on that desk and is able to field any questions either via WeChat, via the phone in Mandarin, and relay them back to us. So we're building up a trust element with our Chinese counterparts.
So what have been your key successes so far?
So because we had the forum last year, we were able to secure a subsidiary of a Chinese oil company, a UK subsidiary, which happened to be a multi-billion-dollar turnover company in the UK, and we obtained the audit of that, which was very prestigious. They literally gave us a week's notice, and we turned the audit around within 3 weeks after that, which hopefully showed to our Chinese counterparts that we were able to do the job that they expected us to do.
And do you have a greater understanding now of how UK businesses can actually succeed in China?
By having contacts in China, that helps any UK client of ours to be able to operate over there. So we have now the necessary contacts to be able to assist our clients in being able to work in China. So yes.
Okay. So it sounds like you've created a really unique position for the firm in both countries. How do you plan to go forward from here?
So going forward, the plan is to almost get the Chinese side of the network to do more for us. It's quite difficult getting into Chinese businesses in the UK without having the help of someone from their community, and whereas we have people in the office who are from that community, they're not necessarily senior enough. So that is the next thing we're looking for, is probably having a Chinese partner who can then gain the trust of the Chinese businesses in the UK to help us develop the relationships further.
Okay, Robert, thank you.